Got a computer voice because I am a cyborg. Get it? Get it? So first part of using the ink tool is the sketching process. Our main focus here is the ink tool. Learning how to set it and handle layers properly does you wonders for the future, which is about a month, so use it wisely. These are the settings for my pen tool. 12% on the pressure, 100% on the aspect. Even moving the pen lightly across the tablet gets super, uber, MacGruber results. Unless you plan on going over that with solid line work, the colors you choose will be vital, but I don't think you'd screw up on color picking and finding out you don't like it after you're done with the coloring in part. Let's be honest, that would be strange, unethical, not to mention frustrating. I'm probably just drawing some strange creature, for example. I usually just start from the head and move down. That's what she said. Adding more details to my liking than call it good, but lately I find that drawing shapes and lines that just plan where the arms and legs go before working on them and giving detail after getting the form shot out really does good for earlier anatomy issues and the overall flowing movement of the picture itself. But that's just another good thing for my journey bank. Some people like to use colors and blotches to plan their way. Okay, so you notice that this is a sketch of a hyena. Look what I do here. Go to Rex on the right corner of the screen if you downloaded any images for reference or just have one with the same subject of your picture. This has a few more handy uses, but colors that are not only totally accurate but well chosen and complementing ones at that. Using samples of the real thing is a lot more helpful than guesswork if you are doing real life animals or people, objects, such. You can zoom and focus on a particular part of the ref as you want. The eyedrop tool is used to get these colors. This is the part where we must mangle the layers for their juicy contents. Here we see a shitload of options. Go to multiply. For our first example, I will show you what it does. See? But keep in mind, as good as it is, don't use this option for every new layer you make and mix these up if you have a million layers. This will cause a headache. This is my first method of coloring, and for me, most of the time, my coloring takes place on at most 2 layers. One for the basic colors, the second for the details. I don't think that multiply works best at all for the second layer of coloring as an option, and that's why I usually stick to 1 layer. Okay, with that shown, here is a second option of doing this coloring process. Simply create a new layer and place it below the sketch or line work. Pretty basic, and most people like you, for instance, probably have that figured out. But there is a trick to this, and it is a very powerful tool if you use it to its utmost advantage. Best part about this magical layer work is that it exists with most free and commercial art or editing programs. The final act of this tutorial is about the finishing process of the picture. So you know the multiply option and how to mess around with layers and color and use ref sheets, not to mention sketch like a Power Ranger sketch beast. Because somehow I taught you 67 some years worth of art college by the power of my mind. This is pretty much advanced coloring, with the exception of an eraser and some careful details. Notice how I changed the pressure of the tool here. That makes the lines have a fill effect, which is perfect for coloring. It's helpful to shrink it down after the initials are done though, so it's good to add the minute stuff. That's pretty much all you need to know, at least for starters. There is a million other ways to use it, abuse it, mix it with other tools and such. This was just something I did with my spare time to share some interesting stuff I know after a great deal of time messing around. Hope you enjoyed. Titty sprinkles.